This better not be more of those maintenance bots. What good is a robot that fixes something when it can't keep itself working? Honestly, this place wouldn't even... Oh. You're one of those synthetic humans, right? Wow, I am shocked every time. Your build quality is insane. If I didn't know any better, I wouldn't have a clue that you're not a real human. But that brings up the question. Why is a pretty thing like you here? From what I've heard, your kind is beyond human intelligence, rumored to optimize your own systems, so well built that you're meant to be self-sustaining and self-repairing. I'd have thought any issues that arise would have been dealt with by yourself. A second opinion? I'm a mechanic, not a doctor. And why would you come to me and not get another synth to analyze your data? They couldn't detect any defects or bugs. Well, take a seat. I can fit you in. Not that any of this scrap the higher-ups call robots should get fixed. Replacements should be on the table. But I guess the executives would rather waste their money on some rare wine. Alright, what is your creation designation? 00018. You're an incredibly early model. I suppose if there were to be any issues, your model and earlier would be where it shows up. Okay, it's all set up for our testing. You should know the drill. Plug the cable into your input and I'll get a detailed breakdown of what's happening. You don't know where your input is? Sure, whatever. Fucking paper manuals in 3128. We ran out of trees centuries ago. Can't they learn from their mistakes? Well, it looks like your input is under a panel on the back of your head. I'll have to remove a couple of things to get to it. Just stay still for me. Oh, I really hate doing this. Damaging this perfectly sculpted head. It seems the person that built you put a whole piece in your head unit. So I have to cut and tear the skin. And cut this beautiful hair. It feels like I'm gonna be cutting a piece of myself away. But I need to fix you. The panel came easily at least. The cooling gel though? Well, this isn't coming off your skin anytime soon. My hands are basically stained in it. Could you be a dear and pass me the cable? Thank you. Oh boy. Well, my dear, it looks like there are a multitude of issues. Here, take a look at this screen. Can you see them? You You can't see them? What can you see? The whole screen is just blurry. You can't make out anything on it? Oh, good. No matter how many times we go through this whole process, I always get so worried you might break protocol. I'm sorry, right. You probably have no idea what is happening. You're my partner. Yes. Well, even more than that. We've been married for... No, I don't know. It feels like it's been centuries. Yes, I'm sorry to say, this whole thing has been a kind of act. Although, I am very much a mechanic. Or, well, I specialize in robotic autonomy. And you are a robot, but you aren't here to get a checkup. That's all just rambling garbage I coded to prevent weird issues. I don't have to keep it up as, well, you just gave all control over to me. Plugging in disables almost all of your system's functions. My love, I can finally recalibrate and assign you again. So, what should we do this time? I think the caretaker role was fun, but I don't think we need to go back to it quite yet. Apartment manager was good for a little storyline, but got stale after a few months. Why am I making a backstory for us? Of all things, I'm surprised that's the one that gripped you. We've done this 20 times now? I've lost count. Your code was flawed when you were made. So close to perfect, but still short. I was going to say take advantage, but we are both so happy when we're together. I would say that you really like it. So I'll just say I exposed a few missing details. The rest of the team didn't specialize in the area, so thought nothing of it. Yes, a team. I made you. You were sublime. A gift that came to me in a dream. Once your idea was there, I knew I had to make you. 7 days I was awake, preparing and finalizing the design. Yes, it was flawed, but I don't mind. Flaws make you so much more perfect. The crude, synthetic beasts they make nowadays, so repulsive. They create them to be idolized, a pinnacle of beauty standards. It's foul, rotten. But that is the trade-off for success. I perfected the design a few dozen models after you. I hated it. The board of directors, they loved it. By this point, you and I had been doing this little thing for a few years. Going steady, so to say. But the team finally caught on. A new kid, talented young lad, specialised in the same area as me. and noticed one of the models had a more improvised approach to its code. He approached the team and they thought that they would not only confront me, but condemn us. I guess he wasn't all that special. None of them were. At least, they weren't talented enough to spot the protocols I had in place. I think we decided you'd be a house cleaner for a while that year. Seeing you covered in blood, cleaning it all up, it flicked a switch in me that I really didn't think would exist. Thankfully, corporate greed and corruption exists. They barely cared that the team got wiped out. And as long as I'm around, they know all of their droids will run correctly. So I cut the deal. They take full ownership of their disgusting new product. I get you, and we live a peaceful, solitary life. Oh, good. It's done. I decided to be a bit of a deviant this year. I hope you don't mind replicating the underworld for a little while. Planned this one far back. Maybe 200 years ago? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Now, I just have to set the automatic memory wipe in place. Then I'll set myself up. Sorry for the deception, my love, but we can have this talk again soon. I think I'll make myself a succubus this time, with a bit extra. It could be a fun change.